Hello there, Merita. What's up? I just want to thank you for your support. I know that you're in a tough place right now, and as so many are, especially in the area where you live. So I did see your message, by the way, and so this is for you, just a small token in return, because a lot of people who would give me a rather large amount, but you have been supporting me over a long time. So even though the amounts are modest, when you keep giving modest amounts as regularly as you have done, of course I want to do what I can to support you back. So I'm going to give you a balance read for you and for you only. You know, I just have my a new jacket, but not a new one, not that new one. Just give me a minute here. See. Yeah, it's that moment. Oh, I pick out that special deck just for the occasion, and then it vanished. Can you believe things can? Yeah, actually, the smaller the room, the more things vanish. So I know about your case. So I'm just going to take an extra look at your situation, how it's going on with work. As I have advised for all of you, is that get a side hustle. I can't specify that enough. Last year I got in $3,000 slash euro on just having this side hustle and just being trying to do, you know, being rational and doing this. It seems like a strange thing. How can you be rational and do this? Well, actually, the thing is that every single card carries a very rational, what can I say, story to it, or solution to the things we wonder about. And so it depends a little bit about the reader who are doing these things. So what we're going to take a look at are your energies, and then we are going to move on to the generals after. All right, so this is for you, Merita, and you only. So again, I want to thank you so much for all your donations and for your patience with the channel. As you see, I struggle with finding my roots. I have a visa to Laos, but there are some people who refuse to give me what is owed to me. So I'm going to be stuck in Chiang Mai here for 20 days. I just recently found a condo somewhere else, which means from tomorrow I will hopefully have a better working space. In the meanwhile, I already have packed my things vaguely so I can travel. So I'm going to stay here in Chiang Mai for another 20 days. Because there are people out there who decided that, yeah, basically someone just took my cash. I literally had $600 in cash for Laos. Someone took them and they refused to return them. So that's my situation now, which forces me to just be here trying not to be too pissed off. But yeah, that's the situation. So we're just going to have to look at the standard influences right now, which you might have to adapt to. And many of us have to adapt to them, depending on what frequency we are jumping on, right? So you have this vibe. Shall I not? Shall I left or right? Should I go this way or the other way? You know, I'm just going to lift up this motherfucker a little bit so you can see maybe the cards also a little bit better. There we have you. Yeah, it's not a comfortable working space. That one and only working space I had in Bangkok was for one night only. So you do have the sun here, which can give promises about that. Yeah, it looks to me like there could be an offer here coming for you. We have a male here. Capricorn energy also, not from him. Scorpio vibe. So I see you are worried. I see you're worried. I also see that there's someone here is watching you. And they, let's see, first of all I'm going to check Inanna here. Oh yeah, there is a pretense here, and I think I talked to you about that before, all right? And that is this energy of someone pretending to be found of you. Someone here are found of you. There is also one person who is pretending they are sucking up to you somehow, but they're fake as fuck, just to put it out there, right? They're faking whatever. Could be a fire sign, by the way. And then I see you distancing yourself emotionally from either this person, someone else, who knows. But I also think that there could be at least one who's crushing on you, maybe at work, someone you don't know about necessarily. So I just gotta grab my Lipton here because it's, oh yeah. So since there is nothing, unless there is something very, very secretive here, I'm just going to put it straight up for you. You'll be able to download it if you have YouTube Premium. Somehow. So I'm just going to ask some questions here in regards to how these things are placed because they look weird to me. They look very weird. But again, look out for someone who can come out. Fuck me. Okay, let's see. the right left thing could have something to do with a religious belief system, spirituality, left hand path, right hand path. Someone's crushing on you. There's one who's crushing on you. At work, I don't know who. I have no clue. Leo is coming very strong in, along with Aries, but it could be, we also have some Scorpio energy. No, that's not Scorpio, that water sign. But the thing is, there's also one person who is completely fake, okay? I'm trying to stick to your job, all right? I think you might be pretty clear if they approach you that you are already taken, okay? In regards to this light depression here, there is joy coming in for you soon. As soon as, I believe the spring might light things up. But again, I can't stress enough how, but yeah, it's a lot of hard work. I'm gonna go over, I think I was on at least 3 visa runs last year. I think you were with me. And this year I already planned on going to Laos first. And the thing is, when I come back, I'm gonna rent my own office. So I'm gonna get the 5-year visa, business visa, and I'm gonna rent my own office. How cool is that? So it's like co-worker space, you know. And so already I have enough stuff in my bags. I say, you know, I have 10% of my business in my bags, you know. And it doesn't cost me very much, you know. Some of the ingredients and stuff are free. They grow on sign. It's called rosemary, it's called lavender. You put them in a bag, you know. Thing is, there is a conversation which is going to find place here, and someone who is truly fake is gonna be there. I would think maybe this person like red or reddish, but that's just a feeling because that color shows up a lot. There's something is coming to an end here. Could be work. Someone, I see you detaching emotionally, and then there is happiness. Then there's this skull, chin chin, you know. Just recently learned how to say that in Celtic or Gaelic, but forgot it. So let's have a look at the Green Witch and see what she has to say about this situation. It's so annoying. Only one can't manage to walk away, and it's somewhere. So I'm gonna do the Green Witch here just to see how this turns out for you, right? So this is from Merita. It's up with her in work. stuck with her in her work situation. Thing is that I get that you could have some kind of fixation on what you want to do, which prevents you from think of your mind as it's Medusa. Think of your mind as Medusa. You know, each and every snake has its own has a mind on its own. And without, you know, she was a Gorgon. She was a wonderful woman actually who was cursed. And in a way, we also are, because we see things from a specific direction, which we usually are programmed to think. Like, if I, you know, and we are so focused that this is the one and only path I can take. And then it turns out that, oh, you're a wonderful cook. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you deliver fresh bread to all the neighbors, and then everyone wants your fresh bread, right? And turns out, oh, you have an offer. Your cake is awesome too for 12 o'clock. You know, it's just an example on the fact that when people come and ask me, when will I get the government job? You know, that's my enemy question number one. You know, turn into your enemy. When will I get a government job? So I quit answering that because speaking with Indians, that's Indians who wants to have a job where they can get a lot of power, a lot of money, and not just take too much responsibility. Thing is, what teachers forgot to tell us in school is that we are our own bosses. We are the job. And don't tell me you have no skill at all, because you do. So think about that and try to release each and every snake from your head and send them in all direction. Make a meditation and ask them, what are they coming back with? One might come back with a rose, implying that, oh, you've got garden skills. You know, the other one might come back with a chef's hat and say, you know, you're a chef, did you know that? The other snake might come back and say, you know, the zoo are looking for someone like you. So they will represent your subconsciousness, whatever pops up in your mind. So let's say you have 12 snakes or 24 snakes and you send them out there. I know it's a strange way of perhaps doing a meditation, but each animal that we depict and befriend in the spirit world, even if it is something, it's all about spiraling is what I get here. Okay, so let's have a look at the situation as you are in right now. Okay, so you feel stuck, okay? You don't, it's exactly kind of what I just tried to tell you, that you may be looking in too few directions. Maybe you're only looking in one direction, and maybe you obsess too much about that specific direction. When in reality, all these atoms here, also known as daggers or swords, you see her blindfolded. She thinks that she is in some kind of prison, but it's all up here. There are tears here, grief. Don't let those tears, you know, get them out of the system. If you don't cry, maybe you should. It's a suggestion, could be a suggestion, because you need to get it out of the system, and then we need to move on and let this Buddhic mind, let the Buddha rule the mind, not the other way around, right? So you could be waiting for something here with the ship, right? Like maybe some news, maybe you are considering of leaving to somewhere else. I know a lot of people who don't want to stay where you are at the moment. You're waiting for stability or an opportunity for stability. And I feel that you have difficulty in regards to defending your position or whatever you are in right now. So this energy, this vibe of getting someone to work with you, it could have something to do if you're sending out too many desperation vibes, like I'm desperate for this job, please give it to me, please give it to me, I'm desperate, I must have it, I must have it. It could work the other way around. You need to send out that vibe that if you're the one who basically miss out on me here, which is literally what I said here. You're the one missing out on me, you know, because I'm good at what I do. I'm precise. I take care of all the small details. I'm taking my shit serious, and I'm willing to sacrifice a lot. And so if you're not losing out on that, then well, that's your loss then. If you rather want to have someone fake around, someone who's, I don't know why they are I see them almost like sneaking around your feet, pretending that, oh, and I feel they're snooping. So there was a lot of, you know, in the beginning here, there was some kind of cooperation which turned into basically tense energies. And then you got some advice for someone who likes to look in a crystal ball, who feels good about who she is, where she are, and she wants to tell you the same thing, that you cannot say, when I get the job, that's when I will feel safe. That's not how the law of attraction works. You have to put the feeling, you have to conjure the feeling in you first. I feel great, as in pretending that you already have the job, you are in the situation, and you have to vibe that. Because if you emit fear, if you emit the fear of loss, that is exactly what you are going to manifest. There's something here about harvesting. And I think also if you follow my advice, your harvest is going to be pretty good. You cannot show any fear. This is more about being a survivor. You need to learn how to hack, you know, so-called hacks you find on YouTube. You need to think smart. How can we save money by doing this? You know, no one is going to intimidate me and take me down, because I know exactly how to do things, and yet, you know, live with very little and at the same time enjoy a good life. Someone here of dominance is coming out pretty well, and I had a feeling that might be you, Taurus energy. there are some imbalanced energies here that come from outside, which is afflicting the situation, which you might find yourself in, and you don't know exactly what to do about it right now, but it's like this sensation of endurance. I'll just have to endure until, because when you go with the flow, okay, I have to endure, you know, you get the flu, what to do, you know, endure. And what frightens you is that maybe I'll never have a new beginning. That's not up to anyone else to decide but you. If you want to have a new beginning, make yourself a new beginning. Sometimes we need to just change our identity, like be an actor. You know, walk like the devil wears Prada. Walk like you own the hospital, but still be humble. You know, be the one people wants to talk to, open up to, because you're such a good listener. How can we be without you? Says the girl who always walks alone. There's something about the moon here which shows that something is still hidden in the outcome here. There are stuff you don't know about which is being kept from you. There could be an outcome here. There could be so that there is, I don't know if you have children. If you have children, there could be so that the child is keeping something from you. There could also be so that there will be some news for you in the outcome that are more of creative value rather than necessarily the practical offer you're looking for. So here we have you removing yourself from, you walk away, and instead of looking back, you look at a beautiful garden which you just made. And that garden could symbolize literally anything. Someone might accuse you of doing something which you haven't done. And I can verify that from here, but I can't exactly show any proof of that. It could also be that that someone are kind of trying to frame you now. That's also one possibility with the moon here. Anyway, you're going to come out from this specific situation as a winner. I am not sure, but it could be a prolonging of some contract. I see you happy here. I see you working on something, and yeah, you're wounded. You know, you're keeping a wall ahead of you and someone or something else. I just want to wish you a good luck, and thank you so much for your donations and your loyalty to the channel, despite me being all around not being able to have fixed dates like normal people. Love you so much, Merita. I hope everything's gonna go okay for you. After all, the end here looks pretty good. Love you.